7. Silent warning signs every senior must recognize. Did you know that every 11 minutes, someone over 60 passes away because they missed the warning signals their body was desperately sending? The heartbreaking truth is most of these tragedies could have been prevented if only we paid closer attention. What I'm about to share with you today isn't just information. It could be the very key to saving your life or someone you love. If you're over 60 and have recently noticed strange, unexplained changes in your body, this video might be the most important thing you'll watch all year. Your body whispers before it screams. Here's something few people realize. Your body begins to send distress signals months, even a full year before a major health crisis hits. The problem is we've been taught to shrug these things off and say, oh, it's just aging. That's a deadly mistake. A group of scientists studied data from over 5,000 older adults, and what they discovered was shocking. There are exactly 7 warning signs that often appear before serious health events. The scariest part? Even many doctors miss or dismiss these signs, brushing them off as minor age-related changes. For the past 3 months, I've been digging into medical studies and speaking directly with geriatric specialists to bring you the life-saving truth. This isn't theory, it's proven fact. Everything I'm about to share is backed by solid research and real-world hospital data. So, if lately you've been feeling like something just isn't right, if you've noticed changes that worry you, but aren't sure how serious they are, or if you simply want to stay one step ahead of potential health problems, then listen closely to every word. The numbers don't lie. After age 60, the risk of sudden health complications skyrockets. But here's the good news. If you know what to look for, you can take action before it's too late. The 7 warning signs I'll reveal today have already helped thousands of seniors spot problems early and take back control of their health. Before we dive in, do me one favor that might literally save a life. Hit the like button right now. Not for me, but because that simple action helps YouTube push this life-saving message to other seniors who desperately need to see it. And when you hit like, it also means you're ready to take action for your own health. Welcome back. You're watching Healthy Living After 60, the channel where we uncover the truths about aging that can add years of vitality and independence to your life. Today, I'm about to reveal the 7 critical warning signs your body uses to signal danger ahead. And just to be clear, this isn't about fear. This is about empowerment. Knowledge that can give you the power to protect yourself and your loved ones. Here's what you'll learn in the next few minutes. The 4 physical warning signs almost every senior experiences, but nearly everyone ignores. The 3 cognitive warning signs people dismiss as senior moments, but are actually your brain's way of crying out for help. These aren't vague feelings. These are clear, measurable changes you can recognize starting today. 3. Mental and cognitive warning signs, not just senior moments. After looking at the physical signs, let's move on to an area most people overlook: 3 mental and cognitive warning signs. Too often, these get brushed off as simple senior moments, but in reality, your brain may be ringing alarm bells. These shifts can be signs of serious underlying conditions, not just normal aging. The good news is you can perform simple tests right at home to evaluate them. These quick checks will help you figure out whether what you're experiencing is just a natural part of aging, or whether it's a red flag that deserves immediate attention. Why this video truly matters. I'm not just going to list symptoms. I'll give you step-by-step action plans for each sign. You'll know when it's time to worry, the exact questions you should be asking your doctor, and most importantly, what you can start doing right now to protect yourself. The most powerful part comes at the end, when I'll share real transformation stories of older adults who spotted these signs early and took action. You'll see for yourself, when you listen to your body, you don't just add years to your life, you add quality years filled with independence, energy, and joy. Before we continue, I have 2 simple requests that could literally save lives. 1. Every week we release health information that could change the future for seniors. You don't want to miss out on knowledge that can protect you and your loved ones. 2. Share this video with everyone you know who's over 60. Right now, many seniors are living with these warning signs without even realizing it. One share from you could save someone's life. And please leave a comment below. Have you noticed any unexplained changes in your body lately that concern you? Your story could be the wake-up call another viewer desperately needs. Warning sign 1: unexplained weight loss. I guarantee this first warning sign will surprise you because it's the opposite of what most people consider healthy aging. We're often told losing weight is good, but for seniors, that's not always true. If you're over 60 and suddenly dropping pounds without any change in diet or activity, this could be one of the most serious warning signals your body can send. Research shows that when older adults lose more than 5% of their body weight within 6 months, without trying, the risk of death in the next 2 years rises by nearly 40%. That's not a small increase. That's a massive red flag that something is wrong. Here's the paradox. As you age, your metabolism naturally slows down, which means maintaining your weight should actually become easier, not harder. So if the scale keeps dropping without explanation, it means something inside you is draining your energy and resources at an abnormal rate. Why sudden weight loss is a red flag. Let's talk about what's really happening when the pounds melt away without reason. There are several hidden culprits that silently rob seniors of their strength and vitality. One of the biggest is undiagnosed diabetes. When your body can't use sugar for fuel the way it should, it turns to burning your muscles and fat for energy. This isn't just weight loss, it's the body cannibalizing itself. Another serious suspect is cancer. Malignant cells are like tiny, unstoppable furnaces. They devour huge amounts of energy and even release chemicals that break down muscle tissue, leaving you weaker by the day. Thyroid disorders, especially overactive thyroid hyperthyroidism, also become more common after 60. Instead of slowing down like most people expect, your metabolism can go into overdrive, burning through calories so fast you can't keep up no matter how much you eat. Heart failure is another often overlooked cause. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, blood flow to your digestive system is reduced. That means poor appetite, poor absorption of nutrients, and over time, weight loss that signals your body is running on empty. Even chronic infections, your body fighting a long-term battle against hidden bacteria or viruses, can cause unexpected weight loss. The silent muscle thief. Here's the part almost nobody realizes. Weight loss in older adults usually begins with muscle, not fat. That's dangerous. After age 60, we naturally lose about 1% of our muscle mass every year. But with unexplained weight loss, you might be losing muscle at 3 to 4 times that speed. Watch for these telltale signs. Clothes hanging loose around your shoulders and arms. Struggling to stand up from a chair unless you use your hands for support. Feeling weaker than usual when carrying groceries or walking up the stairs. Your face appearing more hollow or aged almost overnight. These changes aren't just cosmetic, they're signals that your body is breaking down faster than it should. Take control before it's too late. Here's a simple but powerful step. Keep a weekly weight log. Weigh yourself at the same time each week in similar clothes. If you notice a drop of 10 pounds in 3 months or 5% of your body weight in 6 months without trying, don't wait. See your doctor right away. Warning sign 2, fatigue that rest can't fix. Now let's move to the second warning sign, one that so many people mistake for just getting older. It's the kind of deep exhaustion that sleep doesn't cure. There's a world of difference between feeling tired after a busy day and waking up drained even after 7 or 8 hours of rest. If simple tasks like a trip to the grocery store or light housework leave you completely wiped out, that's not normal. That's your body sounding an alarm. While aging can affect energy, it should never make you feel like you're running on empty every single day. Often, this type of fatigue means your heart, lungs, or blood are no longer delivering oxygen and nutrients efficiently to your cells. And here's the sobering truth: heart disease is the #1 killer of older adults, and crushing fatigue is often the very first symptom. When your heart can't pump strongly enough, every cell in your body is starved of oxygen. Your body has to work harder just to get through the day, and even rest doesn't recharge you. Another common culprit is anemia, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 4 seniors, but often goes unnoticed. The sneaky part, anemia develops slowly, so many people don't recognize it until it's advanced. The hidden causes of exhaustion. For many people over 60, the root of constant fatigue isn't just age, it's something far more specific. One overlooked culprit is sleep disorders. Seniors may think they're sleeping well, but conditions like sleep apnea can cause breathing to stop dozens of times a night. The result: you miss out on the deep restorative stages of sleep your body needs, even if you spend 8 hours in bed. Here's a quick reality check. Try climbing a single flight of stairs. If 12 to 15 steps leave you gasping for air or feeling drained, that's not normal aging. That's your cardiovascular system waving a red flag that something is wrong, when fatigue isn't just physical. Another silent energy thief is depression. More than 6 million older adults struggle with it, but it doesn't always show up as sadness. Instead, it often disguises itself as crushing fatigue. When your brain produces fewer of the chemicals that regulate mood and motivation, your body's entire energy system begins to shut down. You move less, which makes you even more tired, and soon you're stuck in a draining cycle. Then there's the issue of medications. Many seniors take several prescriptions at once, and while each drug might be safe on its own, the combination can quietly sap your energy. Blood pressure medications, allergy pills, and common painkillers are frequent culprits. A simple 2-week test. If you're unsure whether your fatigue is normal, try tracking your energy levels for 2 weeks. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, morning, afternoon, and evening. If your score consistently falls below 5, especially in the mornings, after what you thought was a full night's sleep, it's time to talk to your doctor. Don't accept exhaustion as just getting old. Your golden years are supposed to be active, vibrant, and full of life, not spent running on empty. Warning sign 3: balance problems and frequent falls. Now let's move to one of the most dangerous warning signs: trouble with balance. Falls are the leading cause of fatal injuries in seniors, claiming more lives than car accidents. But here's what most people don't understand. Serious falls don't just happen. The body often sends early warning signals months in advance. Recognizing them could save your life. The numbers are staggering. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is rushed to the ER for a fall-related injury. Every 19 minutes, a senior loses their life due to a fall. These aren't just statistics, they're preventable tragedies. And too often, they happen because the early signs of balance decline were ignored. Why balance declines? Your balance isn't controlled by one single system. It's the result of your inner ear, vision, muscles, and nervous system, all working together. As you age, each of these systems can weaken slowly, almost imperceptibly. That's why many seniors don't realize they're at risk until they've already suffered a dangerous fall. Inner ear problems become more common after 60, leading to dizziness, vertigo, or the unsettling sensation that the room is spinning. Even mild issues here can throw off your stability, especially when you stand up quickly or turn your head too fast. And then there's your vision. Gradual changes in depth perception, reduced ability to see in low light, or the appearance of blind spots can drastically increase your risk of falling. The danger is compounded by the fact that these changes are so slow, many seniors don't notice them until it's too late. Muscle weakness. The hidden trigger behind dangerous falls. Perhaps the most underestimated factor in falling is muscle weakness. Once you pass 60, the natural loss of muscle mass begins to speed up. If the muscles in your legs no longer provide strong support, or if your core muscles can't keep you steady, then every step you take becomes a potential hazard. Falls don't come out of nowhere, they happen when your body is no longer strong enough to keep you upright. For up to 30% of seniors, these drugs can cause a condition called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up too quickly. That split second of dizziness or blackout sensation may seem minor, but it's responsible for thousands of preventable falls every single year. Early red flags you shouldn't ignore. Here are the warning signs your body might already be giving you. You find yourself holding onto walls or furniture while walking through your home. You feel wobbly when you turn your head suddenly. Standing up leaves you lightheaded or dizzy. Walking in the dark feels unstable, or your legs seem unusually weak. If any of these sound familiar, your balance system is already under stress. Try this quick home test. Stand near a wall or sturdy surface for safety. Now lift one foot and try to balance for 30 seconds. If you can't hold steady or you feel yourself wobbling excessively, your risk of falling is significantly higher than you may realize. The good news: balance can be trained. The silver lining is that balance isn't lost forever, it can be rebuilt. Simple, consistent exercises like heel-to-toe walking, standing on one leg, or practicing Tai Chi movements can dramatically improve stability when practiced regularly. These activities strengthen your core, retrain your muscles, and help your body respond better when it's thrown off balance. If you've noticed any of these changes, or if you've had a near fall or an actual fall within the past year, don't dismiss it. Each stumble is your body's way of warning you. Act now, before something serious happens. Warning sign: 4 confusion, memory lapses, and mental fog. When it comes to the mind, many people assume forgetfulness or cloudy thinking is simply a normal part of aging, or worse, the beginning of dementia. But here's the truth. Sudden or noticeable changes in memory, attention, or clarity often point to medical issues outside the brain itself. Most people don't realize that your brain consumes about 20% of your body's total oxygen and energy supply. If that flow of fuel is interrupted even slightly, your cognitive abilities suffer almost immediately. That means confusion and memory lapses could be early warning signs of heart disease, lung problems, unstable blood sugar, or even hidden infections. One of the most common and most overlooked culprits, dehydration. As we get older, our natural sense of thirst fades, leaving many seniors in a state of chronic dehydration without even knowing it. And even mild dehydration can cause symptoms that look alarmingly like dementia, confusion, poor focus, and short-term memory problems. Another surprising trigger is urinary tract infections, UTIs. In younger people, UTIs show up with pain or burning. But in seniors, they often appear very differently: sudden confusion, agitation, or dramatic personality changes. That's why so many older adults are mistakenly labeled with cognitive decline, when in fact they're fighting an infection that could be treated. Hidden triggers of mental fog. When we think of urinary tract infections, UTIs, most people imagine burning pain or fever. But in older adults, they often show up in a completely different way: sudden confusion, agitation, or even drastic personality changes. It's heartbreaking how many seniors are told they have dementia, when in reality, they're fighting an infection that can be treated and reversed. Blood sugar swings are another silent culprit. As we age, the body becomes less forgiving. A blood sugar crash or spike that might have been manageable years ago can now leave the brain struggling. The results: difficulty finding words, impaired judgment, sudden forgetfulness, or feeling like your head is wrapped in a thick fog. Medication, sleep, and hearing. The silent saboteurs. Millions of seniors quietly battle cognitive issues caused not by disease but by the medications in their cabinets. Blood pressure pills, allergy tablets, sleep aids, and common painkillers, especially when combined, can cloud memory, slow reaction time, and make clear thinking feel out of reach. Then there's sleep. Poor quality rest doesn't just make you groggy, it robs your brain of its nightly reset. Without deep sleep, toxins build up, memories aren't consolidated, and mental clarity begins to fade. Over time, what looks like dementia may simply be the cumulative effect of restless nights. And finally, hearing loss, a surprisingly powerful thief of brain power. When your ears stop catching every word, your brain works overtime just to fill in the gaps. That constant strain leaves less energy for memory and problem solving. The result: you may look distracted or forgetful when the real problem is that you simply aren't hearing clearly. Warning: signs of cognitive decline. Here are some red flags that your brain may be struggling. Getting lost in familiar neighborhoods. Struggling to follow conversations, especially in groups. Trouble managing money bills or medications. Forgetting recent events but remembering things from decades ago with ease. Family and friends noticing that you seem different lately. A simple at-home test. Grab a blank piece of paper and draw a clock. Set the hands to 315 and make sure all the numbers are in place. If this feels confusing or if the clock you draw doesn't look right, it could be a sign that your brain needs medical attention. Normal aging versus warning signs. It's normal to occasionally forget where you put your car keys. What's not normal? Forgetting what the keys are used for. It's normal to misplace your glasses. It's not normal to get lost driving to a place you've visited hundreds of times. Don't let anyone dismiss your concerns as just getting older. Many of the causes of confusion and memory loss in seniors are entirely treatable if caught in time. The power of early action. Here's the hopeful part: the difference between seniors who take these warning signs seriously and those who ignore them is dramatic. By paying attention early, many older adults gain not just years but 5 to 10 years of healthy, independent living. Medical research shows there's a critical window of opportunity, usually between 6 months and 2 years, where the right intervention can completely alter your health trajectory. Miss it and problems become crises. Act on it, and you give yourself the chance for more years filled with energy, freedom, and clarity. The power of catching warning signs early. Here's the inspiring truth. Older adults who recognize these warning signs early and take action don't just add years to their lives, they add better years. They keep their independence, preserve their energy, and enjoy a higher quality of life well into their 80 seconds and even 90 seconds. Take unexplained weight loss as an example. When caught in the early stages, the root causes are often highly treatable. Diabetes can be managed with changes in diet and the right medication. Thyroid disorders can be corrected with something as straightforward as hormone replacement. Even some cancers, if detected early, come with survival rates that are far better than most people imagine. The critical piece is acting before the problem escalates. Fatigue that feels crushing. Once the true cause is uncovered, it can often disappear completely. Heart issues identified early can be controlled with medication and lifestyle adjustments. Anemia can be reversed with targeted nutrition and supplements. Sleep disorders, once properly diagnosed, can be treated, restoring both energy and vitality. Restoring balance and clarity. Balance problems are especially responsive to intervention. With physical therapy, vision correction, adjusting medications, and simple daily exercises, fall risk can be cut nearly in half. And the benefits go beyond safety. Working on balance restores confidence in mobility and allows seniors to stay active, social, and independent. Even cognitive changes, which many fear the most, are often the most reversible. When confusion or forgetfulness is linked to treatable conditions like dehydration infections, blood sugar swings, or medication side effects, mental clarity can return sometimes within just days or weeks of treatment. Thriving in later years. What separates those who thrive in their later years from those who struggle isn't perfect health. From the start, it's vigilance. The most successful seniors are the ones who pay attention to their bodies and act when something feels different. They understand that aging itself is not a disease and that many challenges we think of as just getting old are actually preventable or treatable conditions. This is about more than surviving, it's about taking control of your health destiny. Every day you delay addressing these warning signs can be the difference between a small fix and a full-blown crisis. The real transformation happens when you shift from being reactive, waiting for emergencies, to being proactive about your health. When you choose to monitor your body, notice the signals, and seek help early, you're not just extending your life, you're extending your healthy, independent, energetic life. Your next step. If this video has opened your eyes to warning signs you may have overlooked, I want you to act now, not just for yourself, but for others who need this knowledge. 1. Hit the like button. That simple click tells YouTube this content matters, helping it reach more seniors who desperately need these life-saving insights. 2. Subscribe and ring the notification bell. Every single week, we share proven science-backed health information designed for older adults. You don't want to miss what's coming next. It could be the advice that changes your future.